Hi everyone, I hope that you guys are all doing well and shining your beautiful light bright. For those of you that are new here, my name is Rosani and I help you shine your light brighter by providing clarity in a society that values confusion and chaos. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about the one thing that you need in 2026. After majoring in psychology and sociology and continually learning, I observed within different environments and different roles that a lot of people lack a stable identity. So, what does a stable identity mean and what does it look like? Having a stable identity means that you feel sure of yourself. You don't second guess yourself when the time comes to make a decision. You are able to walk within a room and you know how to move. You know that when you walk into that room, no one can tell you absolutely nothing that will influence you to think about yourself in a different way. So, what does that mean, right? That means that because you know who you are, you have a stable identity, you're able to handle pressure and handle changes and handle instability in a way that shows that you're not getting frustrated or stressed out or folding under pressure. What happens most of the time is that people change depending on the environment and who's in the environment. So basically, you're able to put on a mask within that environment or within that role. And because you're putting on an identity that isn't really who you truly are behind closed doors, you actually do yourself a disservice because you're not being authentic. I created a free 7-day guide to help you find inner clarity. Make sure to check it out. It's going to be in the description box linked below. I created it to help people find clarity within themselves and be able to teach them how you build clarity within words and applying it to yourself. So, I want to talk about the reasons why this happens. What I've been able to observe is that when they were growing up, they didn't have a figure that was a stable identity within their life. They had people coming in and out of their life that weren't consistently there, or they had parents who were emotionally unstable. When you have someone in your life that is like that, that absolutely carries over to your adult life. If you really want to get to know a person, just look at their family. Just look at where they grew up, who they grew up with, what did they grow up around. So, due to that environment being unstable, a child, they have two choices. They have the choice to either overcome and outgrow that environment and actually work on developing a stable identity, which happens really unknowingly. What happens is that we go through these things, but we don't know the language because we were not exposed to the language growing up. So the child learns that they have to develop that stability within themselves, or they either don't. And, they're molded by their environment. But as a human being, you have to outgrow the environment that you're in or that you grew up around or the environment that you have been exposed to your whole life. I mean, this is what Darwin was talking about with social adaptability, survival of the fittest. Why? Because you have to be able to survive and overcome those environments so that you can be the best person you can be. So another reason why you have an unstable identity is because you give too much to others and you don't give anything to yourself. And what do I mean by you don't give anything yourself? I'm not talking about you don't give yourself substance. You may give yourself objects that are material. You may think that that's treating yourself. But at the end of the day, is that adding to your identity or is it adding to your image? We live in a society that values image more than the identity. Identity is substance. It's not surface level. It's the depth of the person. It's what a person is made up of. So you have to give yourself skills and you have to give yourself knowledge. You have to feed your soul. A lot of people are not feeding their souls. Your soul is your divinity. It's what allows you to have a connection to something greater than yourself. And you need that. You need to be able to have a connection to something greater than yourself so that you can feel that there's a reason for all of this. Your soul is the reason. So we treat ourselves materialistically, but in treating yourself materialistically, that's not giving you any substance. That's not giving you any value. That's not giving you skills. It's not giving you assets. It's not giving you knowledge. It's feeding your image. And that's ego. You need to be able to look for things that adds to you, not anything that subtracts or divides from you. So when you give yourself substance, when you give yourself knowledge, when you give yourself information, when you have something that you're interested in and go further into looking behind it, behind why was it formed, why was it created, who created it, what was the purpose of this. When you are able to do this, you are giving yourself something that no one can absolutely take away from you. It belongs to you. It creates internal weight. Stop doing what everyone else is doing. Start doing what you find interesting. Start paying attention to what you want to do. Pay attention to the questions that your mind is asking you about a subject or a topic or a person or anything of information, anything of value, anything that you want to look further into, but you've kind of put it off to the side because you've decided that it's too much work, it's too much effort. You don't realize the importance of it. And so in 2026, it's time to start paying attention to the importance of building up your identity, building up the foundation of who you truly are and who you want to be. You need to ask yourself in the morning, what is something new that I can learn today? Or what's an interesting fact or something? And also ask yourself at the end of the day, so that you're able to train your brain to see the good within things, is what did you learn today? What is something that you will carry for lifetimes to come? What's not finite is your knowledge, is information. It's actually building yourself and your be something value. So 2026 is not about becoming someone new. It's about becoming someone solid. It's about improving yourself to be the best that you can be, and how a stable identity changes how you move through everything. Confidence comes from having information, knowing who you are, knowing how you can apply who you are to certain situations and when you're in certain positions. Knowledge is something that you earn. Skills are something that you have to work for. Information is how you integrate your knowledge through experiences. It's internal systems that compound over time. You need to focus on what's going to matter 10 years from now. See, your brain is a tool and you have to be able to know how to use it. You have to know your strengths. You have to know your weaknesses so that you can improve on it. That's what life is all about. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Make sure to check out my Patreon for more articles that go deeper into psychology and sociology. All right, so I'll see you next time, guys. Later.